Now, there is a reason why there are workaholics and people work to death. Now, my recent insane abuser worked to death for a reason. People do things for reasons. Now, he just is in total denial. He's like, no, I'm not that way. I don't work with that. Yes. It's in him to do so. And I will explain. Because they can't accept themselves. They want to forget themselves in their work. Like drug addicts want to forget themselves in their drugs. They're workaholics. They're work addicts. Just like drug addicts, it's the same thing. They don't want to remember the things they did. So at work, oh, they're a prized possession there. They do what's to be done. They do everything right. At least that's what late Arthur Hesnault III did in his work. In his work, he was excellent. And he was able to admit, with the truth serum of alcohol, which it can be, that he was lousy at home. No one could live with him. But at work, he was perfect. Same thing with my original abuser. Great at work. In fact, I worked with her in a consignment clothing store, Susan Whitman's. She was excellent at work, treated me great. At home, just forget it. At home, no. Different story. Treated me totally opposite. As me, because you have a different frame of mind. So, these insane abusers, when you get them home set of mind, they were abused to death, then they attack. But at work, they're not going to do that at work. They're in a totally different frame of mind. They're in a beautiful state of mind at work. They're in their sane, correct mind. You get them home, they never ever dealt with their childhood, they never ever dealt with all their abuse. Oh, are you their victim? Oh my God. Don't even think that you're gonna even be able to breathe. You're not even gonna be able to breathe. Certainly not gonna be able to think. So your autopilot in your brain better get you to breathe, because they're not going to allow you to breathe. And that's the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So, unfortunately, there's so many workaholics. The one I heard about was late Tom Petty's late daddy. And he was very abusive to Tom Petty. The few things that Tom Petty said about his dad. Now, I was going to do heroin diaries, and why bother when abuse is abuse? And Nikki Sixx did a heroin diaries, and then like Tom Petty was going to do one. I mean, I saw them like both at the same time. And what year was that? I don't know. So it doesn't matter. I mean, death is death. Yeah, it's, if you're a drug addict, that's bad. Apparently I never did heroin. I mean, it'd be okay if you can do it in moderation, but most people can't. So, just forget about it. But Jesus did turn water into wine. I believe that Jesus probably did all the plants, too. Definitely God's herb. Probably God's cocaine plant. And then heroin is what? Opiate. It's a poppy plant. So why wouldn't God, when he came down to hell earth, and he had to deal with all his disciples, I mean, what is in the Bible that's funny that Jesus said? How much, to all his disciples, how much longer do I have to put up with you? Seriously. Jesus said that in the Bible. And he also told his disciples, let the dead bury their own dead. And how much longer do I have to put up with you? Jesus said this. And Jesus never sinned. So you think Jesus went around and said, oh my God, I can't stand you. You negative, non-faith believers that can't, men worry and men aren't able to manifest like Jesus was able to manifest. When, was it Peter that walked across the water? Right. So he lost his faith. And, oh, ye have little faith. Like, okay. He didn't have any, but he had faith at that second, focused in his mind. Yeah, I can walk across the water. And then what happened? And there's actually no proof of that. Is there any proof of anything in the Bible? Yes, Jesus did rise again. It was recorded by a non-believer. Some non-believer recorded that other than the Bible. So that's how you know that is true. Jesus did actually die for being tortured on the cross to death on the crucifix. Okay. That is written other than in the Bible. So, you can't just say, well, man did, like me, what I always say, man did write the Bible, and man majorly messed up the Bible. All right, well, if that's written somewhere else by a non-believer, then, hey, you know what? It's true. Okay. But there's a lot of negative things. Late Tom Petty. I was talking about Workaholic. So late Tom Petty's dad was a workaholic. All right. But he was very super abusive. Poor Tom Petty. Maybe that's why he was a heroin addict. All right. There's so many workaholics. Now, there was a workaholic in my Votech. But he was just taught to be a workaholic. He probably had an abusive parent, right? And that's what made him a workaholic, but also taught that. So with low self-esteem or no self-esteem, depending on the abuse, I mean, people just hide their abuse very, very well. I didn't. You knew I was abused. I cried out, and then people, in turn, turned it around to my disfavor that I'm crazy. No, I'm just crying out the truth. Then there's too many insane abusers in my life that made me out to be the crazy one. Well, we all say that she's crazy, so that has to be true. No, it just happened to be a whole bunch of, a bunch meaning like over 4. More than that. My certain family members, yeah. They all gang up together and, then, well, you're paranoid to think that could even happen. No, it happens all the time. Just go and look at other families with their flying monkeys, with the narcissist. They honor the narcissist, and, that's just the way it is. And then that victim, depending on how badly they were abused and lied about, and with me, it's major abuse. Major illegal lies. Worked against me. For no reason. So I asked God's blood, who is Jesus. I claim Jesus' blood to take away all this negativity and replace it with your peace that passes all understanding by the powerful, precious, sacred blood of Jesus. Because there is power, wonder-working power in the blood of Jesus. There is power, wonder-working power in the precious blood of Jesus. Now, on a recent phone call, I was cursed that I will never have any money. Oh, you're the reason why you don't have any money. It's all your fault, and you can't get money because you're just an awful person. All right, I said, I refuse that curse. She says, no, I'm not cursing. I said, yes, you are. Yes, your words are cursing me. And I reversed the curse. And, all the little Instagrams that say, money rains on me. I accept money coming to me. Well, then I changed my mindset. instead of having the mindset that, oh, my insane abusers, they all stole from me. And I don't have any money, and I will never have any money because of all of them. I just cursed myself. I reverse that curse right now of my words. I will have money. I refuse all my insane abusers' curses who wanted me poor, who want me to have no money and want total control over me. I reverse all of their curses and I ask for money just to help people out. I mean, like, help out myself. Have a professional dentist finally in my life to I have enough insurance to get all my teeth. It went down from 5, and it's not properly done. I want at least $10,000 to take out my teeth in a proper way. Probably more. Okay? I want professionals to take out my teeth, not welfare dentists that just like, yeah, fuck this shit. Oh God, they're only paying me bare minimum. No, I want to pay maximum to take out my teeth. To have a professional operation. That's what I want. And then pay for people to take care of me once I have all my teeth out, because that's a major operation. And then, all my other problems, just try to help myself out. And then I can try to help out Melody, who have her 2 skirts from her mom. And I feel bad when I see her every other day. I don't like it. I really don't. And, all the other homeless people shouldn't be homeless, but I can't ever help them out. I need my own help. And then if I could somehow, help them out, the only way I could help out most of them would be like to ask the Lancaster City to have a tent city, like have it legal. Like, okay, the mission, what are you going to do with all these people? Like, how, there's no shelters. The shelters are full. So why not make a 3rd shelter? A tent city? I don't know. Make it at Walmart, at the Lincoln Highway East. I don't know where there would be room to have a tent city. Okay, I'm just clueless. I'm just like, I know. When me and my husband were homeless before we got married, and they're not ever going to do it, St. Joe's Hospital on College Avenue, that should have been turned into a low-income place for homeless people to live, and that's where we wanted to live at. Now, he was worse when I lived in a place with him, but still, that's a nice idea. That's a good thought, There's a lot of homeless. And all the shelters are full. They have, something's wrong with them. So just make a simple little shelter. I don't know, have like a warehouse. A big, huge warehouse. Maybe 100 people can sleep on the floor in the huge warehouse. Have 4 showers in the warehouse. 1 at each corner of the room, of the warehouse. A huge warehouse. 100 people lay on the floor. Hey, we have to have security, and we have to pay for the security, and man, that would suck. That's what you need money for, to pay for, I don't know, maybe you could get fine, you could get a warehouse, fine, you could have showers and toilets put in there. Porta potties, right? And pay for that. But the problem would be hiring the security guards. How many security guards? 10? 10 would be good for 100. So 1 security guard for every 10 people. You just have to keep these people in line. I'm sorry, there's 10 of you, but you're going to be paid, and you have to keep these people in line. You have to sing little happy, you're not a Jesus person, just sing, the happy song. I'm happy. And if one of the homeless people hits you, guess what? They're